experiment and Trevor Lawrence's maturation. For me, it was more about the Bengals. I want to get to them in a second. All I'm saying is that's your evaluation of what Jacksonville should be. That's your evaluation of their reality. They can't operate in that reality. And I'm not. This isn't a you never played, you don't know. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
I did play the game.
I'm simply saying.
Anyway, no.
Yeah,
what
that's
do you
not
think,
what I'm saying.
What do you think their evaluation should be? What do you think about the Jacksonville Jaguars? What's their ceiling?
I told you what I thought about the Jaguars. I thought they would be competitive, but I'm responding to what you thought about them.
They have been.
I thought they would be competitive, and they have been competitive. Okay, but your take on Urban Meyer, all right, I guess I just didn't, you know what, that's my bad. I guess I'm struggling to process where you were coming from. Like I said, it's me, not you. Let me move on to what, if you don't mind, what stood out to me last night, which is the Bengals and Joe Burrow, because I don't think it's going to be very long before the Bengals will have the best quarterback in the AFC North. And I love me some Lamar Jackson. He's as dynamic a performer we've ever seen at that position, okay? And I still think he will continue to develop as a passer. And there are things around him, injuries, wide receivers, system even, that are contributing to his limitations as a passer. But I absolutely love Lamar Jackson. But when I look at Joe Burrow, I see a guy that's got everything you look for in a franchise quarterback. They call him Joey Franchise for a reason, okay? He's got everything you look for in a franchise quarterback. And when you look at the rest of that division, Ben Roethlisberger is not only on the decline, maybe done, but on the way out. Baker Mayfield, good enough to win with that roster, but I would take Burrow's potential over Mayfield's potential personally, which leaves Lamar Jackson. And I think Joe Burrow, not now, right now I would take Lamar over Burrow, but I think if Burrow continues to ascend the way he has in terms of his execution, his moxie, his savvy, I think Cincinnati, look, Andy Dalton was good. Andy Dalton was decent to good. Carson Palmer looked like he was going to be incredible, and we know that didn't end well. And I get it, 17 and 20 in the second half against the Jaguars. Doesn't put one in the Hall of Fame. I understand it. But I like to think I know it when I see it. And I think we know it when we see it. The kid had it at LSU, and he's got it in Cincinnati. And as that team grows up with him and around him, oh, who's that catching the ball? Is that Jamar?
I don't know.
Is that Jamar Chase? Oh, yeah. Oh, Jamar Chase, yeah. I think the kids just got it all. And if he can stay healthy, and obviously that last year we saw, he got beat up and had his season cut short. The sky's the limit for this dude. The sky is the limit. So I feel like they have a premier quarterback, and he is going to be the one. He's going to be the one. They had Boomer Esiason. They had Ken Anderson. They had really good quarterbacks. Carson Palmer was good for a minute. They've had really good quarterbacks in Cincinnati. They've had some misses in Cincinnati, as we know. Not only do I think they hit on this one, the team that you don't think, because of its ownership history, because of cheap-ass Mike Brown, the team that you think doesn't want to win, I think will ultimately win it all with Joe Burrow at quarterback. He's special. The more I see him, the more I love him. And to me, they were the story last night, going from 14-0 to scoring on every possession in the second half and beating a very competitive, tough Jaguars team, which just hasn't learned how to finish yet. And they should be frustrated. They should expect more from themselves, because the way you lose 19 games in a row is getting comfortable with losing. And I like that Urban Meyer, to bring it full circle,
that's part of it,
is uncomfortable with losing. He should be uncomfortable with losing. He should not have should not have patience with it. It should seem like he can't deal with the process. Well, no, you're saying you don't know if he's cut out to go through it to get to it.
Okay, look, man. I can't.
That's what you just said, isn't it? You took my feed item and said you don't know if he's cut out for it, right? Isn't that what you said?
No, he's not.
You don't know if
he's not. He's not cut out for it. I'm going to say he's not, because I don't know if it's a little too passive. I'm gonna get an active voice. He is not. He's not cut out.
You are wrong.
Now
you are wrong, because the way he shouldn't be cut out for it. That's the problem. if you're going to change a culture, accepting things the way they have been doesn't change anything.
Gary, I'm going to show you the problem.
He should have zero patience for losing.
No. It ain't about Urban Meyer, though. It ain't about Urban. I mean, he's part of the story. He's a small part of it. He's like 10% of the story. And his aphorisms, and I'm sure he's got nice little phrases on the wall. And then on the walls that don't have phrases on them, they probably have holes in them where he's hit the wall. No. Hey, look, a lot of coaches have that. But Gary, do me a favor. And when Mike was talking about Joe Burrow, and you were running that B-roll, just bring that B-roll back. I'm gonna show you the problem, Mike, as we rave about Joe Burrow and talk about him being the best quarterback in the AFC North. Slow down. Go there. Slow down.
Okay. There you go, not listening.
One day he will be. He's not there. I know.
Okay.
I heard you. Come on.
You got two other young quarterbacks, up-and-coming quarterbacks.
Let's have some fun on Friday. Literalists are going to ruin this country at some point. All right. Now, this is bad defense, Mike. That's the problem. It's bad defense. Is it scheme? Oh, I don't know. Or maybe it's the players. Look at this. I mean, okay, the coverage is horrible. Okay. This is horrible. They're not good. Now, they got the mental right, I'm sure, from Urban Meyer. Their mental is right. Their heart is good. They care about it. They study. He doesn't have enough players. I'll give you an example. I've told you this example before. I'll bring it up. I've written about it. It's one of my favorite anecdotes from Bill Belichick. So to go from a neophyte head coach at the pro level in Urban Meyer to the most experienced one in the NFL, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, they win Super Bowl 36. I told you this story. You were there. Super Bowl 36, they win it. I go into the locker room. I get a one-on-one with Bill Belichick. Thank you. Oh, wow, this is great. He's there. He's exhausted. And I'm talking about winning the championship and how great he must feel that the rebuild is over and their championship team. He said, no, we won a championship, but we're not a championship team. He said, the rebuild's not over. I've been a part of great championship teams. This is not a great team. I said, how many players are you away from being a great team? My man said 20. He said they were 20 players away. They had just won the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that's just being realistic. You won the Super Bowl. You have high expectations. You did everything you're supposed to do. You game plan for the St. Louis Rams, on and on and on. You won the game, but you're also realistic about what your talent base is. And that's all I'm saying about Jacksonville. Good for you, Urban Meyer. I'm not going to beat you up today. I'm glad that you see victories in that locker room and you see heart in that locker room. I do too. But the reality is they ain't ready yet. And it's nobody's fault. I'm not blaming Urban. Mike, how do you go from being a historically bad defense in 2020 to being 11-6 in 2021? It usually doesn't happen. There are exceptions. It usually doesn't happen. It's not going to happen in Jacksonville, but they're not doomed.
I don't know who predicted 11-6. What do you? All right.
10-7, 9-8.
We'll leave it there.